Hello everyone, Scott Sylvan Bell coming to you live from Treasure Island, California. That means I am dead in between Oakland, so we got the Bay Bridge, and San Francisco is just past some of those trees over there. And I want to share something with you, and I see salespeople get caught up in this, and it really hurts their sales process. By the way, it's November 22nd, 4:10 in the afternoon. And so I was working with my little brother, and he's a sales guy. And he was telling me about one of the guys that he works with, and the guy, like, before he even rolled his presentation, before he rolled his numbers, he started asking who was out in front of me. So not my brother, his coworker. And this guy got all caught up in who was out in front of him and what they told him and what the price was. And I had to get my brother to get this guy on the phone, and I had to tell him it was irrelevant. None of that stuff matters. And so he was so caught up that the company that was out in front of him was like $4,000 less, and he knew this. He knew this going in. So he drives to his call. He's doing in-home sales. He drives to his call, and so he knows that XYZ company that's in front of him is $4,000 less. So you know what he does? Instead of giving his presentation, instead of finding out what the paying the budget, the commitment is, instead of doing everything that he's been taught to do, he automatically goes through this process. He shortens up his sales call. He takes a bunch of elements out of it and then dumps his price. Did he make the sale? No, because he looked desperate, okay? So this is a common issue that salespeople have, is they go and they see like XYZ company was out in front of me and I know they're $4,000 less or 20% less. And all they do is they drop their price. See, so remember, it's your job to make the information important. It's your job to give an awesome presentation. It's your job to talk to the reason why the person should buy from you. And not, who cares who was out in front of you? If you got a better product, a better service, a better widget, a better gizmo, who cares? Who cares if they're 40% less? Who cares if they're 50% less? You know what? Enthusiasm is contagious. And so, you know what? I know that there's sales trainers out there and they probably look at my videos and they laugh, and you know what? I don't care. They're not my client. I don't get caught up in what everybody else is doing. And what I want to share with you is you shouldn't get caught up in what everybody else is doing either. So I was working with some plumbers a couple of weeks ago, and they were selling water heaters for homes, and they were like at $3,500. And these plumbers had it in their mind that a water heater should cost like $1,800, right? They're like, in their mind, I'm like, well, why do you think that it should cost $1,800? Well, that's just what I think that everybody else sells them for. And I had to work with them. Who cares? Who cares what they're selling them for? Do you have a better service? And they said, yes. Is it a better product? They said, yes. And they said, well, the only difference is the company or the name that's on the truck is different than that one. That other company does a good job too. And they couldn't get it through their head that the company they worked for was so much better. They couldn't get it through their head that what they were doing for the client was so much better. So they had this preconceived notion, like $1,800 instead of like $3,500. They're like, in their mind, they're like, but everybody else is half as much as us. So they didn't even try. They wouldn't even offer the product that they had to their buyers, to their clients, to their homeowners, because they were so scared that from the very beginning they were going to be told no, where they would automatically discount so that they would make no commissions on the job. And so, like, you know, they were sitting around, they're like, I'm not making enough money. Well, why not? Well, because I automatically discount my job so that I can have a competitive price. Right? And so if you're watching, if you're shaking your head and you're like, I get that, and that's what I do, you have to believe in the company or the product or the service that you have. And if you don't, you should probably find a company that you do. But if you're only making that decision based on the other company costs less, that's the wrong way to look at it. So is your product or service better than theirs? Are there better warranties? Are there better guarantees? Are there better things that they have to offer? Is it put in better? Is it installed better? Is it a better widget? Is it a better gizmo? But if you're automatically thinking the other company is going to be less, I got to be less too, you're going to be hurting yourself. And it is a form of self-sabotage, okay? So be careful with this. Now, if you could do a small favor for me in the box down below, leave a comment, question, or story, that'd be fantastic. To the right, to the left, there's a subscribe button. Subscribe. And then you can send it out to all your friends via StumbleUpon, Facebook, Twitter, Google+, you know, the LinkedIn. Scott Sylvan Bell. Only Scott Bell. Someone will see you soon. Thanks for watching. Aloha.